Hello. Uh,
Oh, sorry. My mic was
okay.
mute.
Okay.
So, like this, I'll generate all the sheet
Okay.
one by one, and like let's do it like super quickly. So I have this basic structure and everything ready, and this sheet. So I'll click my EP tool. You can see I'm just like clicking, clicking, clicking. I'm not focusing on my shape a lot, and then there's my shape. With the points. Vertex control, I can like control select, like fix it. You see, it doesn't like we cannot combine it. So I select this and go to surface. I have extrude and previous same setting I'll use and delete vertex 0.01 work perfectly. Okay, done. So you can see, I mean, like because this will make my life way easier. So I'm using a, EP2 instead of like basic polygon modeling. Let's do delete, fill hole, curve, delete, and save my file. It's my some I forgot the name of this thing. It's a kind of from where you usually keep wine or something and pour it. So maybe it was base or something. It's have a specific name, the subject. This, and this. And let's do. I'm just like quickly extruding everything so that I can finish it quickly. And overlapping the surface. And this part. Let's do. 2 consecutively all perfectly S what is the object? Yeah. Okay. Merge 0.01 work perfectly. This one okay. Merge point 0.01 between lines deleted. There also this all those unwanted edges leave. This condition is not required. Also not required. Supposed to be straight. And so you can see uh, I have a lot of unwanted edges. 0.01 that the whole this also have to talk about the match 0.01 the whole and forgot to weld it. There is a welding point into this section. Oh, this area. It's not perfectly merged. It's not showing. Why it's weaving between lines. That's strange. It doesn't work because the sun works perfectly here. The screen correct, 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 correct. Yeah. Creating problem. So what I'll do is just simply bridge them. That's it. Because base is very important. If base is not correct, it creates problem. Control. Same thing, I guess I have put here also. Here also. So let's bridge. Oh, the in between loops are this loop. There's one loop. There's one thing was there. That's just getting problems. Bridge. Done. Very good. Okay, control correct. Control. Done. So my most of shapes are, you can see, I have tested out all the shape, everything is tested out. Now, the like few things I have to do is like, oh, it's not domain. Somewhere here inside. Merge 101. All this. So similarly, like I can do this thing also. It's fine. So here you can see most of the things generated. It's almost aligned, but few things are not aligned nicely. So let's select everything. Well done. Side. Working. It should be here. And now then the pivot. So everything is centralized. So one thing I can see this part, this particular mesh is overlapping this section. So those things I do directly in ZBrush and it will be like quite easy for me to generate. Or if I want, I can do it in Maya also. So this is cleaning the geometry. Will make my life way easier. Everything is nice and clean. Okay. So I have this thing and it is kind of ready. So this part you can see it's kind of covered and closed and just separate parts. So this closed section you can see it's a separate section. You can open it. It's like a jug. You can open it. So what I can do is for me it will become very easy if I keep them separate. Forget about the work, this line flow and all these things. Those things doesn't matter because this is my only and only base. From here somewhere. One cut I want here, but if I cut it here, it won't continue both the side. So I'll keep it like this and create this top part as well with the EPP. formation, sorry, surface, to apply. Done. Okay. You can see it is not centralized, so I'll go to side and make it centralized nicely. Widen it up, almost the same size of the bottle. So it's going to cover this section. Leave the curve. See from where it's open here. The number of edges should be equal. X 0.01 doesn't work. 0.01. And increase it. 0.02. Yeah, 0 to work. Okay. For basic structure, no need to worry like this is rounded and all those things. Those things I'll do it in ZBrush directly. And this is I haven't shelled it. I haven't created the inner side. That is also I'll do it in ZBrush. And there are like few things. If I want, I can do it directly in Max. Like suppose I go to here, and I can, if I want, I can press out each and every individual shape, and then generate it. It will be like really easy for me and nice to do it. If I because if I create this shape within Max, I'll already have a base to work with, or I can simply do it in ZBrush also. But it will be in Z. This will be slightly tricky because I have to polish nicely and create all this thing. I'll do it. Anyways, the basic shape is ready. So I'll just hide this thing, model, entire model. So no need to worry like all this like nothing connected and all this issue. Yes, if I connect it, it's like very nice and easy. But if I don't, then also it works because it's a basement. Control G, group it. You can select the group and let's do selection. Stop. Use. So I can use a FBX or I can use a OBJ. If I use a FBX in ZBrush, each and every individual like element will be separate subtool. If I use OBJ, everything will combine to give me one single solid subtool. So as of now, I'm using one single solid subtool. I just naming it something randomly because this base is not much. Save by file. Using this open. Nice thing. So with the full screen, I offer done. Import my model from desktop. And you can see by default asking for what I want. I can quantify the entire model. You can see the moment I quad, it create this mess. So to fix this thing, I have to go back and fix it in Maya. Because if there is no loops in between connected, so that's what's creating all this problem. You can see it's creating those problems wherever you have to open it. So open means that without cuts. So I'll go to Maya. I'll select the entire thing and I can just simply use smooth. You can see the moment I use smooth, it becomes like this because there is no loop into fold. So that is something can be fixed. Okay. Now, convention, I can use linear. If I use linear, it will fix everything. So, I'm doing it. Select the entire thing. Smooth. Click this. option linearly apply. Okay, there will be some error because I have to do it separately only. Because that geometry anyways have issues, so I can I have to fix it. Fine. What? Or one more thing I can do. I can what I can do is I can simply smooth it. Then smooth, select each part one by one, and change this to linear. G, what is it? G won't work on this. Linear, linear, linear.
ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀನೇನು ಕಾಮಿಸೋಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ
Linear, 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 correct. Linear, and this linear only. Oh, this is only linear, not working. Jar, the main body, if I do linear, it's giving me. So apart from the main body, I have to use linear for everything.
Okay.
On my file, hopefully, this time I get a backup. No, I didn't get. I don't want any of this because it's giving me error. So let's close it and put my recent save file. Okay. Mm, mm, Just save directly here. How can I do this thing? Do it one more time. Save it this time so that I can go back and fix it always. Mm, This also. So everything is linear now. Polygons, screen, freeze, reset. Everything is done. So my basic shape, structure, everything is ready now. And like you see now, if I like push this model to say 3 still it will work perfectly. Sport selection, desktop, OBJ, and just fix it. Maya, if I want, I can save this file or I don't save, doesn't matter. ZBrush, import. Okay. This time it didn't ask for anything quad or any, because there is no error in the model anymore. Like whenever you have base model and you apply this thing, turbo smooth to this, it will automatically fix it. my basic model now in my ZBrush. So first thing first, what I have to do is I have to either I have to split the entire model, or I have to like I can directly work on this and create everything separate, because I want to remesh and retain the shape. So if I try to do this on the entire thing together, it might crash, might give me error, or might take little time. So what I'll do, split, group split. So group wise, everything is separate now. Now geometry, Z remesher, poly count, let's keep it 5,000. Right now it's showing 12,000. That means I need to increase the poly count. I increase, I adapt, I switch off adapt. It will generate something based on its shape. Like it's this value. Let's see, it creates a quite a decent even out, evened out geometry. Similarly, select this, it's saying 5,000. Let's make it like a little bit higher, adapt switch off. Adapt, I'm switching off because just to keep everything even out. If we click on adapt, it will spread the mesh. So I don't want it. So I was more than fine for this. I can keep adapt for this, it doesn't matter. You can see, if I switch on adapt, it's become really dense. So I can reduce this also little on the lower side. For this part, I guess I missed it. Let's get the basic structure. Everything is kind of fine, refined. With adapt, it basically depending upon the shape, it increases or decreases the polygon. So mostly things you can see adapt is a basic model is ready. So I'll just save the model so that I can do it really fast. Let's save the file. Yeah, my file is saved. Now what I have to do is I have to finish and create all those design based on this thing. So there are like few things I can do it with like straightforward. Let's keep it to this separate screen. That's my base body. Shift F. So I can see it's not very smooth. So I can make it little relaxed. I don't want all this deformation. So I can go to deformation and like there is, you can see, relax. So basically smooth the model. Any deformation, anything, it will remove it and make it super clean. But only problem is it change the edges as well. So I can do that, or I can simply go ahead. Easiest way is to make it smooth. Instead of Control D, it will retain the deformation. You can use dynamic subdivision. That will make it bit more nicer and smooth. And once you're happy with it, just apply it. It will create 2 or 3 subdivision based on the requirement. And dynamic is something is dynamically make everything smooth or something smooth. So I have 3 subdivision. It's like it's I mean, if you want, I can give one more subdivision here. And it's like that's pretty decent polygons now. I have decent number of polygons. Now, I just bring my tablet. So I'll show you the basic because this like time is almost over. So I'll show you like what I'm going to do. Then next class we'll finish this thing and I'll show you the process, like how we are doing it. So in this I can see 1, 2, the gaming is like you have to be accurate. Like I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means front and back combined 14. 14 or 15, right? So that is something I need to count. Everything I have to count and create. There is no assumption. In gaming, especially, you cannot assume anything. What you see and whatever the information you have based on that is generated. So I can see 14. So I'll go to EDS DAM standard. Shift F. I switch it off, and I'll go to transform and just X, which is symmetry, and check. And the symmetry is something called radial symmetry, and click on so 14. So you can see direction is not correct. It's most probably Y direction. Yeah, see, it's Y direction. But there is a problem with this, because this symmetry is based on this shape. Oh, okay. I'm not able to use it. Stop it with symmetrical. Ah, see, it become perfectly symmetrical. I centralized it. Now it's working perfectly. All right. Now we have those lines. So easiest way to create this and make sure if I want to make sure that it snaps with my surface properly and like the direction is same, what I'll do is I make it see through, and my perspective is off. See, my shape almost match, because based on that only we have created. Now I can see all the direction. I create this, make it 0 again, and press 1. Oh, sorry, 1 doesn't work with this. The reason, like 1 is basically for repeating your last command, last stroke. So if I see, like if I'm thinking, what has happened? You see my shape and all these things I can create with the help of this. And then now I keep the image. Once I press it out and create this, I'll just keep it aside. And let's see. Okay, this glass part is fine, but I can clearly see there is something is going inside this surface. Look at this metal part. All these metal parts are on this glass surface and creating this shape. So just to create this, what I'll do is, okay, this one more thing is there here. Base. I feel shift and drag, and it's too much too strong. Give it a size. Shift and drag, create this line and generate this. Now And actually it's too less. If we count it, let us see, one, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like it's around 20, 22. So I'll go and change to like 22. It ends here. Create that shape. Like this is just like how this is how we like create all this thing, and all this metallic part, all this metal thing. How we have to do is we have to create this shape on the surface and then like rotate and place it there nicely. So let's keep it aside. If we zoom into the image, uh, so I can see the design. So what I have to do is I have to mask that section. So I'll switch off my symmetry, radial symmetry. I can see this. If I want, I can keep it in the background, zoom in, see through. It's almost met. So I have this pattern. So I press Control and press out this entire sheet. I start from the like last like base shape. I refine its shape. Down.